Welcome back. You're watching The Money Show, and it's time to get your financial portfolio queries answered. And for that, today I have with me Pankaj Mathpal, MD, Apna Money Managers. And just in case you want to send across your questions, you can do that on our WhatsApp number, which is 865-797-4571, and also our email ID, which is themoneyshow@etnow.tv. So let's connect with our viewers live. Good evening and welcome to the show, Pankaj. We also have our first viewer connected with us, Kiran. Kiran, hi, good evening.
Yeah, hi, good evening, ma'am.
Hi, thank you so much for sending us your query. Okay, so as per the information given by you, you have Quant Infra Fund, you have SBI Contra, Nippon Small Cap, Parag Parikh Flexi Cap, right? And you want to invest for 10 years and the goal is retirement. Is that right?
Right, yeah. Yes,
Okay.
yes.
Could you also tell me how much time left for retirement now?
Yeah, I'm 40 years old, so I would want to,
Okay.
let's say 50 years is what I would want to look at it.
15 years. Sure, sure.
Yeah.
All right. So any corpus in that you've decided for yourself you might be needing post-retirement?
Yeah, I'm looking at around the 3 to 4 crores actually.
3 to 4
Yeah,
crores.
yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
All right. Okay. So it is, would you want to also increase your investment amount?
Yeah, I can go up to 1.3 lakhs.
Okay, sure, sure. All right. All right, so let's see. Let's check your funds first. And are you consulting any financial planner or any financial analyst who's got you these funds or recommended these funds to you?
No, I read the ET Wealth and then I am actually looking at the ET Now news channel. And over the
Sure.
internet, I have left myself
Okay.
and then I try
Sure.
to figure out this something.
All right. That's good. Thank you so much for watching our channel, and it's good to know that you're trying to learn and do your homework as far as your financial planning is concerned. It's important because it's your hard-earned money after all. Let's get a check on your funds, Pankaj. Quant Infra, SBI Contra, um, Nippon Small Cap, Parag Parikh Flexi Cap.
Kavita, good evening. Kiran, all the funds selected by you are very good, but as you said, you want to invest for long term. I'll say that thematic fund like infra fund may not be suitable for you. Fund is good, but because these thematic funds are for the particular period, means when you want to invest for 1, 2 years, when the theme is expected to do better. But for long term, diversified funds will be more suitable for you. So I suggest you can consider quant large and mid cap fund in place of quant infra fund, and all other funds are good. Second thing, as you have a target of 3 crore rupees, with this 1 lakh per month investment, I think it will be difficult to accumulate 3 crore rupees in 10 years. So what you can do, you can step up your investment by 10% every year at least, which will help you accumulating around 3 crore rupees.
All right, Kiran, anything else you want to ask Pankaj?
Yeah, number one, see, actually, I am looking at so quant infra fund is what I have checked the list of stocks, but I didn't see any major with respect to railways or anything. Is there any like overall like power sector as well as railways and as well as
Why are you
infrastructure?
specifically looking for a sector fund? Any specific reason? Can I know your understanding and observation behind that? Because you're recommended to go into quant, large and mid cap as per Pankaj, but in spite of that, you're looking
Correct.
for a sector specific fund. And so, any specific diversification towards a sector?
Yeah, as India is booming, right? Probably next 4 5 years is everywhere. All the infrastructure related, power related, everybody is talking, right? So
Okay.
if we are focused on that area, let's say, and my term is a long term, right? So with that angle, I am thinking, should we focus on some thematic funds which are going to be like power sector is going to
Sure.
sustain anyway for about 5 years. So in that angle, I
Sure.
wanted to.
You don't
Yeah.
want any international exposure? If you're looking at diversification, I mean, it's good to consider the India growth story. There's a lot of scope over there, no doubt. But why not, Pankaj, also look at international diversification?
Agreed with you, Kavita. See, Kiran, I'll tell you, infrastructure, definitely, I believe in that India growth story. But thing is, it looks like that you are a new investor to mutual fund. That's why I said that you should stick to diversified funds. But as you mentioned that next 4 to 5 years means you are expecting good growth in infra. So you can definitely have this kind of funds in your portfolio, but make sure that when the theme plays out, you have to exit from that theme and you have to switch over to another theme which will be more favorable that time. So if you can do that, definitely you can stay invested in this. You can invest in infra fund. Second thing, what Kavita mentioned just now, see, when we talk about diversification, so geographical diversification is also important. So I'll suggest that you should have one international equity fund, and Nasdaq 100 fund can be considered. ICICI Prudential Nasdaq 100 fund or Motilal Oswal Nasdaq 100 fund of fund, that can also be a part of your portfolio.
All the best, Kiran. Let's move on to our next question, Pankaj. It's from Rahul. He says that he's 29 years old and he wants to invest 35,000 for 15 years, and he wants to know a fund mix for his per month SIP of 35,000.
See, fund mix is good and choice of fund is also good. And but I'll tell you, Rahul, that means what should be the allocation if you 35,000 rupees you want and 15 years horizon. So like one flexi cap fund you can have, ICICI Prudential flexi cap fund where you can invest 10,000 rupees per month, and one large and mid cap fund, White Oak large and mid cap fund, though it's a new fund, but if you see the portfolio, it looks very promising. So you can have allocation in that. Motilal Oswal mid cap fund, one of the best funds in this category, and 7,500 you can invest in that. And Nippon India small cap fund, again 7,500. So 4 schemes I'm suggesting you, and you should have a goal, means well-defined goal. Align your investment with that goal. And one more thing, if possible, step up your investment by year after year by 10% at least. So which will help you accumulating a big amount in next 15 years.
Also, what should be the ratio in terms of SIP amount in each funds?
Kavita, I mentioned here, like in Flexi Cap Fund, 10,000 per month. White Oak Large and Mid Cap Fund, 10,000 per month. So 20 will go in large and mid cap, and this Flexi Cap. And mid cap and small cap, 7,500 each. So this will be total 35,000 rupees. So
Let's
large
move on to our
allocation
next
in large
question.
cap,
Sure.
and
Yeah.
lesser in mid
Yeah.
and small.
All right. Let's move on to our next question, which is from Varsha. She says that she is 35 years old and she has a few funds in her portfolio. Navi Nifty 50, Kotak Equity Opportunity. Okay, Navi 50 has 5,000 SIP. Kotak Equity Opportunity has 15,000 SIP, and Tata Small Cap has 15,000 SIP, and she wants to invest for 23 years. We don't have her on the phone line. Otherwise, I could have asked her about the corpus that she might want to accumulate. But so far, looking at the choice of funds, she can diversify more. Looking at the amount also, do you think it's properly divided across the fund mix, or that can be also raised, especially in the index fund?
Kavita, you pointed out very correctly. See, schemes are good, but allocation, I'll not say that it is correct, because a large cap index fund is good choice, and she has 5,000. And then equity opportunity, which is a large and mid cap fund, she investing 15,000. But small cap again 15,000 rupees, which will be a little means higher considering this portfolio. My suggestion that Varsha, what you can do is divide this money. What you're investing small cap, half of that can be in small cap, and one international fund can be added. So half of that, I mean 7,500, you can invest in international equity fund. And the good choice is ICICI Prudential Nasdaq 100 fund, which is an index fund basically, international index fund. So that is the only suggestion. Otherwise, schemes are good. And again, I'll say that when you're investing for long term, always try to step up your SIP year after year, which will help you accumulating a bigger amount in long term.
All right, so that's the word coming in for Varsha, and she needs to add an international diversification fund. Okay, let's move on to Swastik Panigiri's question. Panigiri, okay. We don't have him on the phone line, but we have his question. He is investing 10,000 rupees per month in the following funds. Access Small Cap, Access Growth Opportunity, Kotak Emerging Equity, Kotak Multicap, and Parag Parekh ELSS. 2,000 rupees SIP in each funds, and he wants to increase the SIP amount by 2 to 3,000. And He wants to know the fund mix, if it's right for him, and also the additional investment that he wants to do. Should he be adding one more fund to his portfolio?
Kavita, he has investment across the market cap, so large cap, mid cap, small cap, everything is there. Through the multi cap also, he has allocation in mid cap and small cap. But only one thing is missing, and incidentally, in all the questions today, Miss International exposure was missing, and which I have recommended. So same thing for Swastik as well, that geographical diversification can be considered. So ICICI Prudential Nasdaq 100 fund, or Motilal Oswal Nasdaq 100 fund of fund, any of these can be considered. So otherwise, allocation is good, and he is investing 2,000 in each scheme, so it is good.
Pankaj, one question. Axis
Yeah.
AMC's funds are really not performing that well. So you think the same category can be bought in some other fund house?
Access Growth Opportunities Fund has done pretty well. So I'll not say that it has not performed, and it is one of the best performing fund in large and mid cap category. Axis Small Cap Fund also, it is not that bad, but yes, because you have two schemes from the same AMC, Quant Small Cap Fund or Nippon India Small Cap Fund can be considered in place of Axis Small Cap Fund.
All right, that will be all. Thank you so much, Pankaj, for being on the show and helping our viewers with their financial portfolio queries. And just in case you also want to get your financial planning done with us live on the show, you can send across your queries on our WhatsApp number and email ID. That will be all for the show today. Thank you so much for watching. Goodbye.
If you like this video, then like, share and subscribe to ET Now.